Hello, fabulous Pisces. Welcome to your horoscope for the month of June 2016, General Focus. I am your astrologer, Nadiya Shah. Thank you for being here. This month, early in the month, we have got a new moon taking place. Now, this new moon is activating what astrologers are calling the mutable grand cross. This is a major configuration, and it is a configuration that is going to speak in many ways to the heart of you and to the home of you. And that is because this configuration is speaking with Neptune in your sign. And it's also got on the other side of it, it's got Jupiter, your ancient ruling planet. Your modern ruling planet in your sign, your ancient ruling planet on the other side. And we've got across the sky from this new moon, we've got Saturn. And as I look at this, this says to me that things may not necessarily be as they seem. That's the main thing that you need to know. And that is especially true where it comes to matters of home, where it comes to matters of family, where it comes to family of origin as well, where it comes to your parents, where that applies. So as I look at this, it does suggest the need to be mindful of being grounded and having that motivation of staying grounded, because information can be very complex and information can be very contradictory right now. And it may not be even connected to what's really going on and what the reality really is. So for those of you out there who are wanting to move, buying or selling, or just renting, okay? My sincere advice would be that you wait. I would just wait until we move into the later part of the month. Because with a sky like this, you may not get what you think you're getting. You may think that you're getting this amazing deal and there ends up being all kinds of other stuff happening. And I would especially be very mindful of issues around water where it comes to your home, especially a new home at that. If it's your home, also there as well. You just want to be careful and watch any issues around water taking place. Make sure the taps are, good and tight. At the end of the day, this is going to represent a cleansing of sorts for you, can represent a cleansing of sorts, and it can be metaphorical, it can be energetic. I do also would advise you to be mindful of any major changes you're making to your home may end up being more expensive than you realize. I would also be mindful, I know that there are times when family wants to come and visit. If you can reschedule that, that might be good. It may not be what you think. It's going to end up costing you a lot more energy than you realize, a lot more time than you realize, more money than you realize, more resources than you realize. And what I mean by that is it might be totally unintentional. It might be like 2 weeks later that, your sibling calls you and says, oh my God, I accidentally packed your silverware, your $10,000 silverware. I accidentally ended up in my suitcase. And it may be an accident, it may be completely unintentional, but that's the kind of stuff that can happen with a sky like this. So unless it's something very pressing, I would not schedule any major family reunions right around this new moon. And if you can avoid it, no major repairs, no major redecorations in particular, particularly the aesthetic kind, I would avoid those as well around this new moon. No new roommates, I gotta say. I would invite you to not have new roommates because they may be someone who, even if you are a drinker, they may end up being way more of a drinker than you. That's the kind of energy with this. In some way, they may end up being very escapist or just party a lot, just enjoy that part of living. Also taking place this month is that your ruling planet, Neptune, in your sign will stand still and go retro, will begin going backwards. And so as this particular new moon is taking place, it is Neptune standing still that is going to be one of, if not the more dominant energy all around. Now, when your ruling planet, particularly in your sign, changes direction, it is as if something in you shifts and changes direction as well. And for you, that direction very much will be inward. It'll be reflective. It'll be looking at what do you really want? Do you like who you are? Do you want to ensure that you're checking in with yourself so that you're staying on point in terms of integrity, that becomes an important part of the focus when we have your ruling planet going retro, and particularly going retro in your sign. So there's issues there that have to do with identity, who you know yourself to be, what you know to be true, and how is it that it is playing out in terms of your home dynamics, your home itself, the physical structure of your home, and how you understand home and your family of origin dynamics as well. Remember, nothing's really solid around this particular new moon. So if you get any news and you don't know how to feel about it, or it seems uncertain, don't worry. Energy can turn around very quickly with this, but you just got to get over this little brief period of time where things can feel a little bit uncertain. And sometimes the uncertainty allows for new possibilities to open up, as is very much the case with this particular lunar phenomenon. So you're about to get more reflective, get a little bit more still inside, know what you need to be still within, but not a lot of clarity, and that's okay. Sometimes that happens. The clarity is coming, or at very least, the sense of your own power, the sense of your own core, and the sense that people are really with you, support you, love you, and will see you through anything and will actually bring incredible blessings to you, also very much on offer this month as well. I will talk more about that in the love-focused horoscope, but let's say this, that we are going to have Jupiter in your opposite sign speaking in supreme harmony with Pluto. This to me is about you meeting a person who can change your life. This is where meeting a person who really has some power, and very likely or possibly meeting them at a social event or through a friend whom you can partner with. Business and romantic as well, but particularly in terms of business, and particularly in terms of money that you can partner with. That energy is very blessed around the later part of the month. And also, right around that time, we have a full moon taking place at the very top of your sky. This is the second, a rare second full moon back to back. The last one took place last month. Normally you get one full moon per sign per year. This year we got two. This is your second, and this is the career surprise, the career breakthrough that includes prosperity, includes money, includes a step up financially speaking, thanks to that conversation of Uranus to this full moon. This is the big turnaround. This is where all the uncertainty and all the questions and all that was taking place early this month, it doesn't even matter as we get to the later part of the month. And it's not only that, but it gives way to the great progress that you are set to take place towards the later part of the month. The big blessings are going to be with people, they're going to be with career, they're going to be financial, and they're going to be with a sense of you understanding what really matters and who really matters. There's going to be a sense that there is a connection that you feel to other people, and sometimes you can feel it in an instant. And it is a connection ultimately that lets you know you're not alone in the world, that lets you know that other people support you, that they celebrate you, and you have, as we finish off the month, a whole lot to celebrate.